who pays the mortgage on a jointly owned property after separation? And the answer to that is very definitely dependent on the facts and circumstances of each individual case. The most common one, however, is that if you have a joint mortgage, then you are each, by virtue of having that mortgage in your joint names, due to pay half to the lender. But circumstances are often present where one person stays in the house and the other partner, spouse, joint mortgage obligant has moved out, and that person then says, I can't afford to pay because I'm paying rental. And therefore, to avoid any mortgage arrears, the person who's left in the house ends up picking up and paying the other person's share, or it will just simply go into arrears and eventually be called up. So the most common scenario is that that person who is left doesn't pay, and then when it comes to doing your financial division, very often the person who has been paying the other person's spouse says, I want the money back. However, it's clear, and there's sheriff court decisions that say that money should be repaid and accounted for in an overall financial division. However, I have successfully argued that if one person is due what we call an alimentary obligation to the spouse who left, or vice versa, then we can look at whether or not him or her paying the non-payer's share is in fact an alimentary payment, and therefore could be offset, at least to some degree, in looking at what repayment for the non-payer should be credited back to the payer.